Good day, all. Ira Epstein of Linn & Associates with your SPDR ETF wrap-up, and this wrap-up is for Wednesday, September 8th, 2021. I expected a lighter attendance day at the webinar. It's a mixed week. We're only open 4 days this week. Got that, but doesn't matter. We had a lot of fun, got to all the questions, and it lasted exactly 20 minutes and done. Now, before I get too far, because there's a lot to talk about tonight, it's my Labor Day special on research, and I'm talking my research. There's an icon you're going to see up through here. Click that icon out if you want to take advantage of it. You can get my charting course for free, the full course. 50 videos, charting software teaches you how to chart just the way I do, or you can get the enhanced Bollinger Band course for free, $75 value, $250 value. Just do that. The offer ends today, September 8th, Wednesday at 12 midnight. So at 12:01 on September 9th, a.m., it's no longer valid, all right? We've got the computer set up to do that. So it will be turned off. All righty, rough day. Obviously, you gave back a little bit in a lot of these stocks. ARK gave back some money, as you can see. Amazon's still holding up very well. Tesla's still up nicely. I just read the reviews on the Tesla Plaid car. I'm a car freak. I've owned so many different cars over my life. Living now in a big city, you don't drive. But I've owned practically every big time of a sports car and crazy cars and had a ball with them. And this car, I just read how it goes 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds, and they tested it and it goes 0 to 60 in under 2 seconds. Yeah, there's some track conditions they got to keep for that, but this gives you an idea. You know, I remember 0 to 60 in 6 seconds was record shattering. Then it became 4 and 3. Now you're talking motorcycle speeds on an electric car. Where's it going? At some point, they're going to have to control that. Most people cannot handle a lurch of that size to control the car. If you think so, go in a car that goes that fast. I admit, I have not been in a Tesla that goes 0 to 60 in 2 seconds. I've been in cars that go 2.4, that range, some of the Ferraris, I've done that. This is a whole different world, okay? I mean, it's crazy. Each tenth is another part of a world. But in looking at it, you know, that's one thing there. IWM got hit today. So again, we're seeing that those Russell 2000, they're just not able to hold the rally. If you're watching financial TV, everybody's warning you about, and you know, I understand that September is typically a rough month of trade. I agree. October can be a bit rough, and then you clean up for the Santa Claus rally. And that's what I'm expecting this year. So I'm not expecting a clean slate here, although the seasonals in the S&P kick in bullish tomorrow, right for the next 11 days. We'll see if it can follow that. When looking at ARK, well, one of the things you can say is it had a nice ride. Look at this. And today was your first serious correction in the market, about 3% on it. What else did it do? Well, the break today got under that low. So it really shouldn't be two arrows up. This one should be pointing down from that top, just the way I've got it there. So I just want to take you back. This is how you looked, and that's why I kept it. You broke through, and now this is how you look. You've made a trade top. You broke through the 200-day average that the market had been fighting with. You can see that right through here. And now your run is back to the 18-day average, looking for support on that part of the market. When you look at the Bollinger Band, you didn't quite make it to the upper band, but even had you done it, I'd be telling you here, that's where I think the pros would have taken money off the table. What else did the market do? Because this part to me was fairly important. I'm going to take you right here. Both numbers on Thursday of last week were not having the slow stochastic over 80. It kicked in on Friday. The market on Tuesday did the same. So today was the key. In order to get what I call an embedded reading, when you get an embedded reading in a stock, index, STF, SPDR, it doesn't matter. It's powerful. This market doesn't tend to do that, and today kept true. Now, when you did it back here, look at what the market did. So that's what I was looking at. Was it going to make its next level or not? And the odds favored it would not, but that doesn't mean you bet against it. Today the market lost its uptrend. That's how I'm going to view that. In Apple, are we going to embed here? Now remember, we're getting the new phones released shortly. Both numbers over 80 today. Come on, come with me. Here we go. I got to come back to it. There we go. Both over 80. Day before, both over 80, not the day before. So like ARK, this is the third day tomorrow, Thursday. This market also doesn't like to embed recently. When it did it back here, it was just a run to the upside. I think you'd agree with me on that. When we took a look at PAVE, you're still breaking down. We keep hearing Joe Manchin saying he will not give this reconciliation bill, that $3 billion plus. He wants a much smaller bill if you're going to get him online. And without him, you got to get a Republican in the Senate to cross over. How are you going to do that? Any Republican that votes for that might as well just say he doesn't want to be in politics because it's not going to play well for it. That is a big problem. Janet Yellen's putting out the warning signals also to the Biden administration. Don't forget our budget. We run out of money really soon. We're already scraping the bottom of the barrel. You should have had money to us by now, and we're not getting it. Be aware of that. You know how politics works. They wait till the last minute on everything. In the industrial sector, take a look at how you looked yesterday in the market. I don't know why that doesn't want to work for me today, but it'll work it now. Lower highs, lower lows, possible challenge of the lower band in store. You got down today to 102.14, you hit it. I would expect that's where the market's going to find support. And no, it's not a buy. That's not what I'm saying. That's where it's finding support. And if one were bearish, that's where you're taking in some cash. XSD, if you lose the embedded reading tomorrow, then I look for prices to come back here. If the market can ready itself and turn back up, you still have a play for the 210.48 level. Big important day in it tomorrow. It's had a nice run. It already hit one of the objectives. And since then, while it's made higher highs, it hasn't been able to get back to the upper Bollinger Band. It has hit window envelopes. And if you know what they are, I talk about them in my subscriber video in the morning. It's another reason to take that 1 year. What would you do with PODX here? We had talked, at least I had talked in the mornings, subscribers, that it failed at the 18-day average. In play is, again, the lower Bollinger Band. That seems to be what it wants to do. Home builders. Okay, if interest rates are going higher, the first jolt for them, higher rates. If you saw today the mortgage numbers and you saw how that was all working from the MBA, no, people backed off on refinance, new purchases, and so on. So you're seeing that slip with all that. That's okay. There's still a big demand in housing. It's a question of where it finds its footing. In the energy sector, here's the 200-day average. See how the market's holding that? Will it continue to hold? The trend is down, the bias is down, and momentum down. So this, if it gives ground, opens the door for 46.10. If you get back over 49.29, you turn the trend of this market possibly back to the upside if you just went up to that number. In the emerging market ETF, I have been telling you that I think that this was where the pros were coming out, right here, said it the past 3 nights. Now the question is it going to be able to embed? So I got to come back here. I hate that this happened. I have to restart the computer. That'll fix it. But both numbers not over 80. Both numbers on yesterday, let's get to that, over 80, and today over 80. Tomorrow determines if it embeds. Embedding means the pros will turn buyer on this break. Overbought where the market's at right now, I think it gets buyers and computer systems to keep stepping back like I'm doing there, and they take a look because you've already gotten up to that number. The odds of staying over the Bollinger Band are only 5% of the time. In gold, look what stopped that rally and right down. This is miserable. Gold is just miserable. There's no other way to put it. All right, it can't hold rallies on inflation talk. It can't hold rallies for whatever reason. It peaked out in this early summer, parts getting into it, and it hasn't been able to do anything since then. Obviously, Bitcoin, Ether, they've stolen its thunder. No question there. The gold miners, if the Gold is no good. What are they going to do? Well, they stepped out. Where did they peak? Again, if you took the enhanced Bollinger Band course, you went right to the upper Bollinger Band and you failed. Next, TLT. You go down to the lower band. G, take the enhanced Bollinger Band course. You know what I feel like? That Workspace ad, that guy. Oh, you're on mute. Oh, hi. Take the course. Okay, you'll learn. FXE, got up to the upper bands. You don't want to ever buy into an upper Bollinger Band. Tomorrow, the European Central Bank meets at, we'll probably get something around 7:30 in the morning, and I believe Ms. Lagarde will speak at a conference she does after that. That will be very much worth watching. The expectation by analysts are that the bank will make a move to start pulling back the quantitative easing it's doing via bond purchases in the market. That's the common thinking. If they don't do it, it's probably weakening this market. If they do it, you typically get a bid offered. If they do it and you don't get a bid, that's really bad for the euro. So you put it all together, you come up with a game plan, and I have one. At noon today, this deal ends. Not noon, at midnight today. Boy, I'm making mistakes. So let me tell you what it is. Let's assume you're a SPDR ETF trader and you might want to look at what the futures do with it. So you buy what we call our combo package. And it gives you the morning futures. It gives you the morning ETFs. I cover them all with buy recommendation, sell. This is what I want you to do, where to do it. And you get to choose. Do you want to take the full charting course that I have? It works on, for me at least, it's exactly what I would teach whether you were sitting next to me for SPDRs, ETFs, individual stocks, or futures. Our plans start as cheap as $156 for the year. You get the course, which is a $245 value for the charting course, or you can take the enhanced Bollinger Band course, your choice. That's a $75 value. What does it do to these prices? It crashes them. Can you give those as a gift to somebody else? Yes, you can. Do you have to take the course right now? No. You tell us when you want to start taking them. But in order to do this, you have another 5-6 hours from when I'm recording this right now. You look up here, you click on this icon, that'll take you to the page you need and you purchase it. Don't, you blew the opportunity, that's how I look at it, and you can pay me the other monies later. All right? I'll be having, by the way, your new other courses coming out. I haven't done them yet, but I'm hard at work on the Inside Day course because it's really got some interesting high probability things that happen as you take out the highs or lows in a certain way of outside days. We'll talk about that as I get the course going. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great day. Remember the icon. Take care.